What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to cover my brand new free-to-play account rank 4. I believe this is my 6th free-to-play rank 4, Deathless Guillotine. She's the final Deathless character that I planned on taking up to rank 4. I absolutely needed to get her up. She's so simple, but she's so effective and so fun. So let's do a couple of fights with Deathless Guillotine by herself, and then we'll go into some higher form content and bring the full synergy team and show how crazy this champion can be. So on her own, Deathless Guillotine is still very, very strong. She is basically pure damage, but pure damage can be utility. That Degen is ticking for almost 1,000 damage per second. Or, I'm sorry, 2,000 damage per second. 1,000 damage per tick, it's 973. If my Ghost Rider relic was higher, that degen damage would be higher. And then after I get the degeneration vulnerability, I will also be dealing more damage. So with Deathless Guillotine in most content, you ideally want to build up to your Special 3, because your Special 3 deals 2% of the opponent's max health based on the souls you have. So I have over 15 souls. Winter Soldier has less than 30% health. Some quick math tells me that Winter Soldier is gone. Just like that. So, by her lonesome, that was 46 seconds for 550,000 health, no class advantage. That's very solid. Like I said, Deathless Guillotine is pretty much all damage. She is the sword that you use. She is literally all damage. Now, the Awakened ability gives her quite a bit of regen. And the higher you have the signature level, the more you have a chance to steal more health. So you get a 10% chance to steal 41% of the damage dealt as health for every 4 souls she possesses. But she has this minimum threshold of 41% of the damage regardless of soul count. So the only thing that goes higher is the percentage of health that you gain from damage dealt. The signature ability is great, and it adds up in like long form content when you're dealing pretty high damage on your basic attacks and special attacks, and you heal up like that. It's really awesome. So now let's do one more fight with Guillotine without the synergy, and then we'll hop into like maybe Labyrinth of Legends with the full synergy team, just to show off how crazy this damage can get. I don't want to hop into Necropolis because that might take too long to do like a handful of fights in there. But now we're dealing around, what, 2,700 damage per second if we're counting the entire tick of the degen. It's 2 ticks per 1 second. Every time we land a critical hit, we place a degeneration. And Captain Marvel's just going to keep dropping. Go for the Ghost Rider relic, get the degen vulnerability, and it doesn't even matter. One more combo seals the deal. That was 27 seconds. And again, this is no synergy. No synergy, no boost, nothing like that. This is just Deathless Guillotine by herself. So much damage. It's crazy. Let's jump into Necropolis with Guillotine, the place that this team was made to be in, the Necropolis. Now, if you haven't done all of Necropolis, I actually highly recommend running this team for multiple paths. But for right now, let's go fight Necropolis Red Goblin. This is the place where these champions are made to be used. So let's have some fun. Necropolis Red Goblin with Deathless Guillotine. Let's go at it. Those degens are dealing over 5,000 damage per tick. Pretty ridiculous stuff. Now, in this specific matchup, we can prevent Red Goblin from ever getting any of his symbiote buffs. Took a little bit of damage, but guess what? Doesn't matter. I'm going to heal it back up. That's the power of Guillotine's signature ability. Throw my special 1, and eventually I'm going to land a hit that heals me a pretty substantial amount. It's random. It's a 10% chance. There you go. There's more regen. Maybe I got hit on purpose to show off the regen. Who knows? But in Necropolis, Guillotine just goes wild. And she really is fantastic, not just for, you know, the easy Deathless path that everybody takes. She's fantastic for many, many fights and many, many paths. There's a big chunk of regen right there. We're just going for the special 1 spam here. Keep that neutralize up. The more souls I can maintain, the better. The higher my critical rating is. So I'm trying to sort of spam special 1s as much as possible to deal as much degen as I possibly can. The souls will fall off slowly, but as you can see, that timer is incredibly slow. So the more souls I can build up, the more I can maintain over the course of the fight. Get that increase to my critical rating. I'm not worried about the combat power rate in this fight because the Deathless champions start with more necrotic charges anyway, so it doesn't matter. See if I can get to 10 really quick. Almost. I should be hitting 9 pretty soon on the souls. There we go. Took a burst of damage there, but guess what? It doesn't matter. Heal right back up to 97%. The sustain she has in long-form content is not to be underestimated. Back to 100% health, full yellow bar. Throw another special 1. We're getting close to 12 of the souls. There's 12. The more souls, the better. Tanking a full special 1 to the face, or special 2 to the face. Guess what? Doesn't matter. I'm going to heal it all up. It literally doesn't matter. All of that damage I just took will be healed up by the end of this fight. I was going for a blocked hit, but he dropped his block and threw a special, so it's kind of perfect because it gets me in the perfect spot to showcase how good the regen is. So eventually we're going to hit a tick of that big regen. Ideally on a critical hit, that would be nice. There we go, there's some regen. There's some more regen. Chip damage, getting hit with Guillotine, it's a non-factor because the regen is always there. The higher the sig, the better the regen. But at my sig level, the regen is pretty damn solid. Back to 79. That was a 5% health regen. That is not an insignificant amount. There's another 4% health regen. Another 3% health regen right after that. It's all based on the damage you deal. So critical hits, big special hits are going to heal more. We're building back up. We're already back to 90% health from 63%. Just staying in this fight for the long haul. Throw the relic one more time. Keep the neutralize on Red Goblin to prevent him from triggering any of his symbiote buffs. And we're back to 100% health. There you go. From 60 to 100 in just a couple of combos. From tanking a full special 2 to the face. And getting a burst of that power detonation damage. It's pretty ridiculous, man. It's pretty wild. You know, this is 7 million health that Guillotine is handling here. Taking hits to the face from special attacks. Bait that special 2. Go for the relic. I get to nullify that fury buff. Place another neutralize. Dex another special 2. Now, if there were no damage caps in Necropolis, I would go for a special 3, and the fight would be over. But there are damage caps, so we have to obey them. But regardless, man, the consistency with which Guillotine handles this, unboosted. She's got the Deathless synergy behind her. It's just a good time, man. It's just a good time. You throw on boosts, you throw on potentially recoil. This damage skyrockets. She goes ballistic with boosts because it's all based on her base attack. So any modifications to her attack rating are going to increase the Degen damage. I'm going to let that power detonation expire so I can just show the Regen off even more. So that brought us down to 90. I already got a tick of regen, bringing me back from 85. There's 94. There's 100. We're getting close to the second set of Necropolis charges. But Guillotine should be able to finish off the matchup before we get too deep into that. And all of the chip damage that I take from special attacks, I'm going to heal it all back. Special 1. Dex the special 2. Go for a combo. 10% health left. We have 22 souls. Dex the special 2. One more toss of the relic. Bait the special 2. Special 1 to nullify the energize. One more special 1. And then one more combo with the Degen. And there's a 100% health finish against Red Goblin. I took 10 hits in that matchup. Yeah, it wasn't super duper fast, but I'm not boosted here, and that was just safe. That was incredibly safe with Guillotine. So 500 hits for that fight. Honestly, it's Necropolis. You know, you're gonna be in these fights for a little while. And I took 10 hits straight to the face. I finished with 100% health. The bar says 99, but the number said 100 in the fight. Deathless Guillotine, man. She is solid. Legit character. Lots of damage and great sustainability. Makes for a pretty good time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the showcase of Deathless Guillotine, and I hope you particularly enjoyed the Regen showcase, because the Regen is underrated and not talked about as often as it should be. It's very, very powerful. Thank you again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the content. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps me out. And hit that like button if you could as well. I'd greatly appreciate that. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.